I love a good poem, and James Fields, the sea captain's daughter, is one of my favorites. Fields, 19th century writer, editor, publisher, and poet, was the son of a sea captain, making him the perfect author for this ballad of a tempest tossed vessel I want to share with you. It's the 17th of July, 2020, and this is Thomas Ramundo with this week's Friday Focus on Faith. We were crowded in the cabin. Not a soul would dare to sleep. It was midnight on the water, and a storm was on the deep. 'Tis a fearful thing in winter to be shattered by the blast, and to hear the rattling trumpet thunder cut away the mast. So we shuddered there in silence, for the stoutest held his breath, while the hungry sea was roaring and the breakers talked with death. And thus we sat in darkness, each one busy with his prayers. "We are lost!" the captain shouted as he staggered down the stairs. But his little daughter whispered as she took his icy hand, "Isn't God upon the ocean just the same as on the land?" Then we kissed the little maiden, and we spoke in better cheer, and we anchored safe in harbor when the morn was shining clear. You will remember the 12 disciples on a storm-struck Sea of Galilee one night. Rain, heavy, charcoal clouds, hemorrhaged, eerie aerial explosions of saw-toothed lightning and reverberating thunder. The wind, whistling, whipped down the slopes surrounding the lake, attacking the boat like a living thing diving at its prey. The vessel tossed and turned, mast groaning, sails tearing, timbers creaking, terrified disciples shouting orders at one another to man this and hold on to that. And then came Jesus, calming their fears and stilling the storm. If you find yourself in some storm-struck stage of life right now, fear not. The Lord will see you through. Sometimes He calms the storm. Other times He lets the storm rage and calms the believer. Either way, there's a morn that's shining clear and a safe harbor ahead.